So I lost a 50-50 on the Clanker on my free-to-play account, and I have 0 fucking Primogems right now, which means we have to make an instrumental comeback. Now, this isn't the first time I've gotten an exorbitant amount of Primogems, but as things go, I want to one-up myself. So over the next week, I'm going to show you how I got 15,000 Primogems within 1 week. That's more than a guaranteed 5-star in Genshin, and I spent a lot of time to get it. I mean, to be honest, I don't know what's worse, playing Genshin for 8 hours a day or being a Manchester United fan. But anyway, here are the ground rules for the challenge. Within this challenge, I can obtain Primogems through any means necessary except using my credit card. Anything within Archon quests, events, exploring, achievements, the Abyss, everything like that, it's fair game. Additionally, let's just say that any rolls I obtain along the way counts as 160 Primogems. It's pretty much the same thing. I don't think anyone watching is going to be using their Primogems on the standard banner that's like serial killer activities. This video will also be split into chapters of separate days, so each day you can also see what I spent my time on. Maybe there's some people who want to replicate this. I personally wouldn't recommend it, it's just for entertainment. And while we're on the topic, if you're enjoying the video so far, please subscribe as it helps the channel a lot. Anyway, let's move on to the video. So just for context, I know this video is going to be released like fucking weeks after I started, but when I first started recording, it was when the new update came out and a bunch of events were happening, including the really big summer one. Yes, I chose this exact time frame on purpose to inflate and stat pad my Primogem count. Yes, I'm the Genshin equivalent of Shy Gilgis Alexander. But anyway, with this great timing of my recording, I got 600 Primogems for free just from the update rewards, which is pretty awesome. Other than that huge chunk of primos, I just wanted a warm up for my first day of the challenge. I didn't want to go too hard about it, so I just started on my Archon quest. The truth is, it actually took me like 6 days to get through all the Archon quests, and it was because when I started, I was on the very start of the Fontaine arc. I had a lot of catching up to do, and another fact was that Fontaine was like the hardest nation to revisit. I just hate seeing fucking Farina get treated like that. Other than the CIA torture, I'm glad I was so far behind on the story on this account because it is by far the easiest way to inflate your Primogem account, just in terms of efficiency. Just to recall, every time you complete a chapter of an Archon quest, on top of the Primogems you literally get a free roll on top of it. That's my general plan. I'll first do all the Archon quests, and then do the events on the side, and then I'll explore. But yeah, I'll skip through most of that, and I'll just leave the Spark Notes translation. Archon quests definitely were the most time-consuming thing to do, but it definitely reaped its rewards. By the time I was finished, I had 18 rolls. I'm pretty sure 5 of the rolls was not because of story quests, but still, 13 is enough to add a huge tally to my Primogem account. During the time I was doing the Archon quest, I was also doing the massive summer event that was happening. And I know this video is just so fucking outdated at this point, but it's just, I didn't want to do my original slop script that I originally had for this video, so I just rewrote my entire fucking video. And that's why you should subscribe, because you're actually watching the 4th reiteration of this video, and oh my god, I should just fucking kill myself. Anyway, enough yapping. This summer event is one of those events that happen once a year, and with that prestige, it always gives a shit ton of Primogems. Like a crap ton. And this event also coincided with Yelan's special event and other things like the Abyss and the Onslaught event. So yeah, I was basically Scrooge McDuck. I was literally drowning in the Primogems that it gave me.
I would also like to talk about some of these events. Like, why was Yelan aura farming like crazy in this event? I mean, she was already one of my favorite characters before this, but the story from this event sealed it even further. I'd say the summer vacation event was pretty standard, but it was definitely super enjoyable. Having the story where, by the way, we learned Bennett is actually from Natlan is pretty crazy, and it was just super wholesome in general. And is it just me, or was some of the events just fucking hard? I mean, my free-to-play account is complete dog shit, but I felt like I was fighting for my life in this battle one. I barely got all of the Primogem rewards in the threshold, god damn. To be fair, I'd rather have it be hard than easy, but like, I was stressing. There was also this Rhythm event. It was kind of forgettable, but it was like a good 60 Primogems in a relatively short amount of time. My Fortnite Festival skills came in handy here because I was in the fucking zone.
To be honest, throughout my entire time playing, I didn't even explore that much. Most of the quote-unquote exploring was just coinciding with the new event. Actually, the new summer event did have a new island which gave exploration bonuses, but that was pretty much it. I mean, to be honest, that barely felt like exploring because of this little blob character you can morph into. I mean, he can climb walls, walk over rivers, it has access to Natlan stamina, and it's fast. I mean, this guy's the Rolls Royce of exploring. That exploration bonus and the exploration itself gave me a total of like 1,000 Primogems, so that's pretty damn good. I mean, Natlan in general is just so cracked with Primogems, with like that Wheel of Sigils thing and the Statue of the Seven giving Primogems as well. So yeah, for anyone wanting to get Primogems, starting on Natlan is actually not a bad shout. By day 7 though, all the events and the Archon quests were pretty much exhausted, and that means I was back to getting Primogems the hard way. But not really, because I just did the character quests. They're nice little pieces of 60 Primogems, and they're also really fun from a story standpoint.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, for you guys who don't like doing Archon quests, here's another tip that'll hopefully get you to do them. When new quests come out, or when new characters come out, there's usually early completion bonuses for their story. For example, with the Clanker, if you did it early, you could get 60 Primogems on top of her Ascension materials. So if you're on top of your stuff, you can get more Primogems quicker basically. Anyway, back to the character quest. By this point, I was basically almost at 15,000, so I didn't do that much to break that point. Again, this just emphasizes just how far just doing Archon quests and events can get you. And this isn't a luxury that endgame players have. If I ever make one of these again, I would do it on my main account just for it to be a little more relatable. With it being a new account, also came the other 100 bonuses that came with it. Primogems from like relatively easy exploring and Statue of the 7 levels. Oh, and I just realized 7 refers to the 7 elements in Genshin. I'm actually stupid as fuck. Again, with Natlan giving Primogems at basically every turn, since I came into this video basically being a Natlan virgin, even dipping my toes into the exploration had its weight in gold. I also had like 100 achievements at this point from just Archon quests, which funnily did help in the overall stack of things. After like I finished my second character quest, I broke the equivalent of the 15,000 Primogems mark, and this was by far the easiest video I've made, even though it's the most amount of Primogems I've made in the trilogy. So moral of the story is, don't do your Archon quest so you can make a Mickey Mouse amount of Primogems in a short amount of time. I mean, this is the Genshin equivalent of just waiting for an anime to complete instead of just watching it week by week. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, because again, I'm trying to hit 5,000 by the end of the year. If you could all help me on that. If you came to this video expecting a full guide or tutorial, I actually do have a video that goes way more in depth on the most efficient way of getting it. I would highly recommend that. Other than that, I hope you all have a good night.